We're here at the Lyric Hammersmith for the launch of my first poetry collection, I'm Nobody's Nigger. The Lyric's somewhere where I've done a lot of performing and also teaching, so I've got a history with this theatre, so I was really pleased to be able to do the launch here. Got lots of friends and family waiting outside, ready to come in. Got Deanna Roger, who's going to be performing before me, and then I'm going to do a set, and then I'm doing a Q&A with Tom Robinson, and then hopefully everyone will buy my book.
And long-term collaborator of Dean, Deanna Rogers. So, well.
Show grade amnesia, I'll never know programmed responses of so what I forgot, and it's not alike, and I cry crocodile tears so fake that peers make no mistake to comfort me with cups of tea, sugared with sympathy to displace the taste of he and she and me, convert moments into pee, innovate dirty money into KMS and artifacts, strip snakeskin hair from grease or vex, produce a next style, one with the drawback of a mile to give clear sight of eyes bright that highlight my smile. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce the man himself, Dean Atta.
I am nobody's nigger. Rappers, when you use the word nigger, remember, that's one of the last words Stephen Lawrence heard. So don't tell me it's a reclaimed word. I am nobody's nigger, so please let my ancestors rest in peace, not turn in their graves in Jamaican plantations or the watery graves of the slave trade, thrown overboard into the Middle Passage just for insurance claims. They were chained up on a boat, as many as they could manage and stay afloat, stripped of dignity and all hope, awaiting their masters and European names. But the sick and the injured were dead weight to toss, and Lloyd's of London would cover that cost. I'm nobody's nigger, so you can tell Weezy and Drake that they made a mistake. I am nobody's nigger now, so you can tell Kanye and Jigger I am not a nigger in Paris. I'm not a nigger in London. I'm not a nigger in New York. I'm not a nigger in Kingston. I'm not a nigger in Accra or a nigger with attitude in Compton, because I don't want to be called your nigger. How were you raised on Public Enemy and still became your own worst enemy? You killed hip-hop and resurrected headless zombies that can't think for themselves or see where they're going or quench the bloodlust because there's no blood flowing in their hearts, just in the streets. But they don't give a damn. As long as they're eating, their hearts ain't beating, they're as cold as ice, bling, because they would put money over everything. Money over self-respect or self-esteem, or empowering the youth to follow their dreams. Stacking paper because it's greater than love it seems. Call me nigger because you're scared of what brother means. To know that we share something unspeakable. To know that as high as we rise, we are not seen as equal. To know that racism is institutional thinking, and that nigger is the last word you heard before a lynching. Thank you.
Wasn't that just amazing?
Yes.
The thing is, when we watch you perform, I don't know if everyone else gets this, but there's a sense of empowerment that we as listeners feel. We feel when you're talking that anything is possible. When did you first become aware you were able to do that for people?
I think when like I said, I was writing for myself to begin with about things that were personal to me, but I was really encouraged by some friends at school at the time to go and find some open mics and do some reading. And so the first open mic I went to was at the Poetry Cafe, and going up there and saying, I think I did say Fatherless Nation, and I think I said another really personal piece, and hearing applause for that, and then not only just people clapping for it, but that afterwards they come and talk to me about their own father or something similar in their lives, and I realised I was connecting with people, and that was really important to know that it wasn't just about my catharsis, it was actually about a connection with other people.
he should be very proud himself, and he can generate that to his audience. It's lovely. It's a two-way thing.
I feel like Dean's going to become a pioneer for young people and bigger organisations, and he's going to be someone who fronts a big movement.
I think this evening went brilliantly. It was a good turnout. Dean was on form. And I think the theme of the evening for me was generosity. He was very generous with all the people that have helped him to get to this point. He didn't sort of say it was just me. And that for me is one of the real reasons I like Dean.
I think he did an amazing performance, and his energy in the way that he transcends and just pulls you into his story, but also reminds you and helps you to reflect of situations or examples is just amazing, and it's lovely to see such a great audience here tonight as well.
This evening was absolutely incredible. I mean, it's fantastic to be at the Lyric to celebrate such an amazing, amazing achievement and success. The studio was packed, everyone was completely engaged. It was fantastic to watch this be created by the lovely Ben Connors. And also just to hear Dean performing pieces from his book. I mean, it's really, I think that it's really new, kind of a performance poet having such a big collection, but being able to perform their work.
Brilliant. It couldn't have gone better, I don't think. It was incredible. It was inspiring. We were all a bit choked up afterwards, actually.
Yeah, some of us even in tears, but we've sorted that out now.
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was, I said to him actually just a moment ago, it's a real night to remember. You know, people there who really root for him, many more who couldn't make it, but they're in spirit, and I think the beginning of a very exciting time for him.
I was just always blown away from him with his performances, with his words. They just got me thinking, and just sort of seeing him, you know, Dean at uni growing up, and sort of growing up with him and the poems. I think it's just been a really, really cool journey to see.
I guess just he's been consistently just amazing.
He's always been Dean.
He's always been Dean.